Okay, so today we're going to be doing this nice haircut. I already cut this here with number 2, as you can see. We decided to make a bit shorter. Now the important things is here. So when we cut this hair here, most of the time we just go straight away. We cut this one, make short, like sharp, and you become more like this. But always you can try to do something else. So when you bring the hair down, so really it sometimes become more stylish, more create some things. Now, if I bring this hair down, if I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna keep this hair down here, like that. And then keep this hair like that and keep this one here longer. Now what's that going to happen? It's going to create that nice softness. However, it's not finished yet. So what we're going to do, we're going to start taking the hair and doing diagonal. Bring the hair forward. Diagonal until the last hair starts coming. Until the last hair starts coming. As you can see, no hairs is left. Now, this here is really starts to give that nice texture. This is there, and this is going to be longish. Now, same things when we go to the other side. Obviously, sometimes you have to change your comb. Make sure you're using the right comb. Now, again, you can section this hair and create that kind of graduation, and that really it will still, you're doing kind of the shape without taking the length too much from the bottom part. So just that individual section, when you're taking it perpendicular to the growth, and then you're creating that soft kind of I would say it's more layers than the graduation. Because you're doing it kind of 90 degrees to perpendicular to the section, and when you're cutting it, it creates that softness to the hair. So you already can see, really make the difference. That is the shape, softness is bringing to the hair. So kind of like you're doing the pixie haircut, but at the same time, you're creating different texture inside the hair. You shouldn't go always kind of like you shouldn't go kind of like always classic way. The classic way is just cutting pixie, shorter hair and longer there. That is not all about. It's about to create some things different than everybody else. Now we come into this section exactly same as before. If I bring all this hair down nicely like that, and then I just take this soft from here. Now I'm going to take this one, this soft. Now to not forget, we have length here, so we cannot cut exactly the same the other side. However, I'm going to take all this hair here, and then I'm going to take this hair down, and just this part corner, I'm going to take it, and then just this part corner, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to cut this here just sharp. So it's no wrong or right to say that you're going to cut this section like this is because somebody else has cut the hair like that. They can't cut the hair anywhere. So sometimes people, they will ask you to cut this is the right way, and then eventually when the hairstyles start changing, then they will say this is wrong, this is right. So it's no wrong or right. It's wrong or right is depend what you believe in is right, what you believe in is wrong. It's up to you. So now, obviously, when to say that, as long as you know, you can stay here. As long as you know was the graduation, was the layer, was that section it mean doing it for you. What is that going to do if you start kind of taking the hair? There's some basic principle you should know when you're cutting the hair. Where you're standing, the way you're standing, the way you're turning the head, the way you're cutting it, all this ultimately is the principle of the haircut. However, the shape and the style of the haircut is completely in your hands. You as a stylist, you're not just a basic hairdresser. You as a stylist, it's up to you how you want to do it. So when I was listening to Vidal Sassoon in the past, when he says he was cutting the hair, he had no clue what kind of the hair was going to look like. However, he knew the principle of the haircut. He knew where to stand, how to hold the scissors, how to cut, what's the layers mean, what's the graduations mean. So the some principle things is really important. Now, when you look in the back and the way the hair is coming down, it really starts making the difference. Now I'm going to go to here. I'm going to start just connecting these parts. Again, I'm going the same principle of the 90-degree perpendicular to the scalp or to the grove, and then I start cutting that hair. So I'm not leaving anything around it. So when I bring in this one down, I can really see the texture start going on. However, I'm keeping this here heavy. So this part is really should be staying heavy. Now, that pixie is really important to keep that shape there, so they have a movement in there. We're going to cut that later. Now I'm going to come to the side. So this side here, I'm going to bring this one down here. Now, how am I going to cut this part here? How short should I go? That is, again, is really, really in your hands. So if you want to go shorter here, to make it sharp like this, to make it this one just sharp like that, and then you can texturize this one to make more softer. That is no wrong or right either. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring all this hair down here, just like this, gentle. Gentle. So really, the bottom part here, even though I've got the little bit angle, as you can see, it's a little bit angle here. However, after I cut this one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut straight, very blunt cut. So this is going to give different dimension to the pixie haircut. So here I can also just go like this, soft. So just give that kind of little bit texture, and that is really is going to make a bit softness there. Now I'm going to come to this part and cut it a little bit soft, cut, take one section. Now just many times people they're asking, is the haircut as hard? Absolutely, guys, the haircut is not hard. Do you know what's the hard? The hard is when you say it's hard, that is hard. Yeah? When you think to make the things hard, I can't believe it, you're saying this is hard. Because everything is systematic. When you know this is 90 degree, when you know this is 45 degree, when you know this is zero elevation when the hair is coming down, then what is wrong with that? So when somebody says to you 180, 190, 120, 90 degree, 45 degrees, so what's wrong with that? If you don't remember that, then something's problem in your head. So, you know, it's true, isn't it? So if I'm saying to you 90 degree, hold the hair 90 degree, then holding the hair 90 degree, then what I'm saying to you, cut blunt cut or the cut point cut. What's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong. Then, if I say 90 degree and do it blonde, and then you're looking in my eyes and you says, what's the blonde? And then I'm thinking, bloody hell, you came from Siberia or somewhere. So, so for that reasons, is really, if you are not remembering some things, then you have to go to do your basic training again. The basic training is basically where, when you're doing MVQ 1, 2, 3, is it will tell you what's the graduation, what's layering, what's the perpendicular to the scalp, what's perpendicular to the section, what's the point of the ears, what's the cheeks, what's the nose, what's the arch. So this kind of things is basic things. This is not some things. If you become a hairdresser for 10 years and you still don't know this kind of stuff, sorry, some things is you need a little bit learn the basic. But if you are good with these kind of things, then the rest is very simple, absolutely simple. So the simple, because you just take in diagonal. If I'm saying diagonal backward, if I'm just saying diagonal forward, if I'm saying blonde cut, if I'm saying point cut, if I'm saying razor cut, these kind of things you will remember immediately. So you having a haircut, I mean same haircut, regardless you're doing the pixie, regardless you're doing the bob, and some hairdressers has been doing possibly same things, possibly they have seen it a million times and they still bloody can't remember how it has been cut. So and I'm thinking, is this something's wrong with your memory? Don't you remember when you're watching? Look at that, simple. Now, when we go to the hair forward and we bringing this hair down, the important is when we're doing this hair, like as you can see from the there, let's make it bigger. Can you see? That section is there, is short on the side, yeah? So we're doing it short on the sides. And when this hair is coming down, we have to know how much should we go, kind of like a bevel it, like a Beverly, yeah? And by the way, she's not Beverly, she's a lovely lady, different name. So if we do like this, can you see like the fringe? We can do that, or we can make the fringe shorter. I personally like off the face, and that straight away is bringing that sharpness and more predominant. It's making the come out better. For that reasons, it's important when you're creating your fringe, how short you go, how is it going to suit the hair. So all that is going to make the difference. So we already cut these sections here. Now, the other things, when you start putting the hair, really, ultimately what you're doing, so if you're bringing all this hair down, I'm trying to take section by section, but when you bring it down, that's how you're cutting it. Look, you're bringing all this. You can't cut it in one scissor cut that way, but this is not professional way. The professional way to do it section by section. So that's why we're doing our section and we're creating that movement, and we take in guideline and we bring it backward, but eventually all the hair, if you look, is coming to the same direction. For that reasons, when you bring it this way, it will come lovely, nice shape. Now, the last things I like to tell you, always before you blow dry your hair, you have to use the primer, because you cannot do makeup before using the primer. And in the hair styling products, you can't style the hair without primer. If you do, it wouldn't look good. So today, I'm going to use a Framazy 302, is Pump Me Up. So pump me up, that don't mean she's going to pump from the chair. The hairs is going to be nice volume. It's going to look more nice texture. So what we're going to do, we're going to use on the scalp, just like this, is very soft mousse, but at the same time, really, it doesn't it's not that kind of the mousse is making swell, you know. It's kind of like softer mousse. And as you can see, it doesn't matter how much you use it and still so soft. So do like this, mousse, and then dissolve is gone. That's why this is really good. This is one of my favorite. Every time, if I have some medium, softer medium hair, I always use this product before I blow dry. So in the Framazy, they have 4 different type of product. They have, for example, purple, blue, red, green. The blue and the red is a primer before the blow dry. The red for the volumizing, for giving texture, for curly, and the blue is just for straight and for discipline. And also, you can use the green for shaping the hair, and then purple for finishing the hair. So it really is the important. Who says Billy looking good? Oh, my teacher Graham. Hello, my teacher Graham. He was my teacher at Bonville College. So he actually he gave me a lot of boost every time I was doing the lady's hair, and he would say, Billy, you're doing very good. You are a very good hairdresser. And that kind of boosting is really give us more hunger towards our skill. And I will suggest same kind of motivation to your hairdressers in your salon. So when your students learning, when you apprentice learning in your salon, always push them, make sure that they are motivated towards their haircut. So, and that is the correct attitude towards learning. So most of the time people, they just hasn't got patience. When somebody's doing wrong, straight away they blame him for their wrong. People, they can do wrong, but to direct them to the right direction and to make them to learn more quicker, because everybody has a potential to learn very quick. For that reason, motivation and the directing to the right direction is the best attitude to teach your students. So guys, thank you very much. Thanks for your watching. Thanks for your help. And if you have any question, I'm going to come back with the final kind of result after blow drying. I will show you the result, and then make sure that texturizing after it will be good, because I'm going to blow dry the hair, and when I blow dry it, the voice is going to overtake the recording, the hair dry voice. For that reasons, I'll come back later, I'll show you the full result. Graham, thank you very much, and I will really appreciate one day if you come pop in. Either we can go for a drink, and I take you for a drink, and you'll be my guest, and it will be great to see you again. Thank you very much, guys. Oh God, have a nice day. Thank you.